This past spring, the federal government introduced the Paycheck Protection Program in an attempt to alleviate some of the economic uncertainty caused by the pandemic. But one recipient is known for compounding COVID's chaos. 7 investigator Ross Jones looks into the large loan this notorious Detroit property owner received.
I'm not a tenant. I'm not a renter. I'm a home buyer.
In 2017, Alita Crowley took her first step to becoming a homeowner. Through a company called Detroit Property Exchange, she found this house. She signed an agreement to lease it with the option to buy it down the road. The taxes were put in her name. She started making monthly payments that were noted as going into escrow to pay off the purchase price. But then last October, on her way to buying the home, Alita was evicted, as if she were just a renter.
I am not a renter.
Alita's situation is one attorney Gerard Mantish knows far too well and says it's a common tactic used by Michael Kelly, the owner of Detroit Property Exchange.
So it's always heads, he wins, tails, the homeowner loses.
Lawrence Garcia, the head of the city's law department, is familiar with the tactic too.
No surprises here.
Both have lawsuits against Kelly, claiming he puts Detroiters in poor living conditions by playing fast and loose with property agreements, with Kelly usually coming out on top.
He will tell the city of Detroit when he doesn't want to be a landlord that these are land contracts, but then he'll tell the homeowners that they're mere tenants when he wants to evict them quickly as a tenant.
Even during the pandemic, as families struggle to stay in their homes, Alita and scores of others were hit with eviction notices from the Detroit Property Exchange. Even after Kelly received extra help from taxpayers in May, $120,000 in COVID-19 relief.
It just seems very perverse to have a company that is dysfunctional and preying on people take federal money so they can continue to do that.
Despite the bailout, Kelly continued to evict tenants. A 7 Action News review of 36 district courts' landlord-tenant schedule found 54 eviction notices involving Kelly-associated LLCs slated for this month and next. Nearly half of them are cases like Alita's, properties Kelly told the city were leases with an option to buy, but that in court, he's treating as just leases.
They want all the benefits of selling on a land contract, but when it comes time to evict the person, they want that super quick.
In Michigan, land contract purchasers have up to 6 months to pay back outstanding payments once a case is brought, while tenants have only 10 days. But by classifying deals as land contracts, Kelly is exempt from the city's rental ordinance rules, meaning maintenance is the responsibility of the tenant.
I'm responsible for every single thing that goes on in this house. And just recently, Wayne Metro helped me get plumbing.
In fact, she says it was these very expenses, like sewage in the basement, that made her fall behind on her monthly payments in the first place. Alita is due in court on January 25th. The amount in question, $1,500. Today, the United Community Housing Coalition, a nonprofit that provides housing assistance to low-income Detroiters, says they're working to help the families Kelly is trying to evict.
Your work, frankly, catching these 54 has, meant that we're going to really stress trying to get attorneys on these purchase cases to see, if these can be covered. But that's unusual. Usually they're going to get away with it.
I was born and raised here. I intend to stay here.
We reached out to Michael Kelly and his attorney to understand how that PPP loan was used. We did not hear back. We're in Detroit tonight. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
All right, Ross, thank you for that report.